Okay, today is August 1st. Wow, where has this year gone? And what a crap year it has been for many of us. Um, all these books are from Torpedo Comics and from Nuclear Comics. Well, that's where I bought them from. They're in order by publisher. I'm going to try to keep this short, not go rambling off, but we'll see. First, from Boom Studios, we have Wind #2, written by James Tinian the fourth, and Michael Dialanis. Dialanis. I know I butchered your name, and I'm really sorry. Nice little fantasy book. Probably teens and older. We got Deceased Dead Planet #2. Pretty good series. I'm enjoying that. And remember, this has nothing to do with current continuity in DC. This is like its alternate world. Dark Knight's Death Metal. I don't know if this is supposed to be in continuity or not. This is a collection of stories about various of the Batman, the alternative Batman from various timelines and worlds. We got Legion of Superheroes #7, Showdown with the United Planets. By Bendis. I don't hear anyone talking about this book. To be perfectly honest, so I don't know. It's okay. I'm interested in some of the characters. But we'll see what goes on. This is from Joe Hill. We have Hill House Comics. This is Plunge #5, written by Joe Hill, with art by Stuart Immerman and Dave Stewart. I don't know. All the books in the Joe Hill, the Hill House things are 5 to 6 issues, I think. And these are all in the first group. So Plunge is the last of that first initial group. We'll see what goes on from here. I guess it has to do with sales and licensing, contractual things like that. I've been enjoying them. Like Kenny at Nuclear was saying, he said people buy, if someone is buying one of the Hill House books, they tend to buy them all. Yeah, I can see why. I don't know if they're all connected. There are certain hints that maybe some are, and so we'll see what goes on. And I also recommend the backup, the 2-page backup in every issue is Sea Dogs. It was written by Joe Hill, which I'm going to guess probably collected at some point when they do the trade paperbacks. My guess would be they're going to put that separately. Otherwise, it wouldn't make any sense if they just put the stories in the books that collect the various titles. Anyways, we got from Sandman Universe, we got John Constantine, Hellblazer, and I like it. I'm a big fan of that. I did not watch. I have never seen the Keanu Reeves Constantine film. I know that just celebrated his 15th anniversary release of that. at Comic-Con at home. Didn't watch that. I guess there's some speculation there may be a follow-up film. So one of these days, I mean, after 15 years, I should probably watch it. Although for me, Matt Ryan is John Constantine. From Dynamite, we get the third issue of The Boys at Dear Becky. I'm not going to get into the whole, excuse me, Dynamite, wow, Dynamite thing. Lemonade. Since, you know, all I know is like secondhand stuff from Comic Gate, things like that. I think I listened to one podcast which I wasn't familiar with, and I guess these were by guys who were involved in Comic Cast, and as soon as they started bad mouthing certain creators, I said, "Oh, now I see where these guys are coming from." So I don't know. I'm a fan of the boys. I don't know if I'm going to be picking up any more Dynamite titles. And you know what? I sort of feel bad for the creators. That every reader has to make that decision on what they're going to do, and so I don't know. But I know a couple of creators who have been bad-mouthed by Dynamite or have worked for Dynamite, and I'm not going to, as I say, one of whom I consider a friend. So I'm going to, as I say, I'm probably going to be skipping anything from Dynamite at this point. Maybe see for how much the boys thing goes. Written by Stephen King and his son Owen. We have Sleeping Beauties. This is an adaptation based on the book about a sleeping illness and its effect on people around the world. But basically around the people in this small town who are being affected by it. We got Usagi Yojimbo, number 10. And I'm glad that I understand that. I think Netflix is going to be doing a Usagi series, but it is about his descendant, who is a space Usagi. That actually was a miniseries, or he's appeared before. Although I'm not sure a lot of people are aware of that. So I'm going to assume that's the character that they're going to be recovering. We got New Mutants number 11, which doesn't seem to be a tie-in. Oh, this is in the wrong spot. This is supposed to be Marvel. I'm sorry. We're doing this alphabetically. So we got two from Image. We got Die number 12, a fantasy series about a group of friends who used to play a role-playing game, and that world of the role-playing game actually exists, and they are trapped in there trying to save themselves and their friends. From Chris Condon and Jacob Phillips. We got That Texas Blood, like a supernatural thriller. This is number 2. Pretty good. And here we go. Okay, this is, I love that cover, right? Is a New Mutants number 11. We have X-Men number 10, this being a Empyre tie-in. And speaking of Empyre, we have Empyre number 3. If you're reading it, not to give too many spoilers away, but what we thought Empyre was going to be about is sort of a, in the second issue of that, we discovered sort of a bait and switch. It's not what we thought it was going to be about. And like a lot of people, I'm going, do I care? At this point, but Al Ewing is a good writer, but I'm probably going to pick up even less of the tie-ins than I had hoped to, and I as I say, I'm not as crazy about this as I thought, so I don't know if I'm here for the whole thing. Real quickly, Free Comic Book Day. Speaking of Dynamite, I'm guessing this is a reprint of the first issue. I'm guessing. We got Archie Blue Ribbon presents the comic book adaptation of Riverdale, and then a Betty and Veronica story. I don't watch Riverdale, so I'll probably be lost on that. But I was a freebies. I'll check it out. Then we have Stranger Things comic, and apparently there's also featuring Minecraft. So that's a book based on a comic book based on the game. Okay, and really quickly, I've got a latest issue from Comic Shop News again. I'm guessing this is, since it's Red Sonja, that's Dynamite, Mars Attacks, so, do what you will. We got the Marvel preview. This is X of Swords, and as I've said before, I really don't care. The Spider-Woman number 5, and maybe it's a retro thing, because there's Hydra, and that's her in her old costume, with the sort of underarm wings. Then we got the DC previews. I'm guessing Wonder Woman is starting over with another writer. Wonder Woman bestselling author Mariko Tamaki jumps on board. Okay. Has like a manga sort of look to it, doesn't it? From Jeff Jones and Jason Farbach, the fun's about to begin, and this is the Batman 3 Jokers, which has been talked about for a while. And I was curious enough to pick up, God, I can't remember the last time I picked up a copy of this. But this, I picked up a copy of the actual previews, and after I go through it, or while I'm going through it, I may dog ear a few things that I want to talk about. And that is it. Oh, I did pick up, Kenny was having a sale over at Nuclear on older graphic novels, so I picked up a couple of Valiant titles. This is one, The Valiant, by Jeff Lemire, and from Robert Venditti. And others, we have By the Sword, XO, and Man of War, two of my favorite characters. These both collect a 4-issue miniseries, or at least the first 4 issues continuing the books. That's it for me. I went on much longer than I expected to. I don't think I have anything to add. But anyways, please take care of yourself. Wear your masks. Don't do anything stupid. For those of you who may be affected by the hurricanes in Florida or on the East Coast, please take care of yourself. Probably see you next week, and peace out.